Hello learners, welcome to the first week lecture 1 of English Grammar for Employability. As you know that grammar is the basis of effective communication, be it oral communication or written. Mastery on grammar is indispensable to create clarity, simplicity, brevity and intelligibility. Today, in the present scenario, it is one of the most important employability skills. To master any language, we have to master its grammar. The present course focuses on how to use correct English expressions in communication, and that's why it is a must course for both language learners and students striving for various competitive examinations. As you know that it is a 4-week course, and in the first week we shall learn something important about the fundamentals of English grammar. It includes almost all parts of speech, and these are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. In the first phase, we shall review what we have already read, and then we'll discuss the errors what we generally make in our writing and speaking. So what is a noun? It is a naming word. It is a name of a person, place or thing. It is also what we can see like car, peacock, umbrella, house, man, bird. Anything what we can feel like sorrow, happiness, lamentation, bravery. Anything what we can think like life, death, fortune, misery, etc. Now if we talk about the kinds of noun, there are 5 types of nouns. The first one is proper noun. Proper means proper identification, proper name like Mohan, Meerut, America, etc. Remember, no article is used before proper noun, except some special cases, like Kalidas is the Shakespeare of India. Here, it is a comparison between 2 proper nouns, so the is used before Shakespeare. In this case, we can use the before proper noun. The second is common noun. Common means common name given to person, place or thing. Okay, like boy, city, which boy, student, which student, teacher, which teacher. No proper identification is here. So these are simply common nouns. The third is collective nouns. Collection, collective shows a group or collection of people, place or thing, like army, team, class, faculty, staff, jury. All these are a group of people. Okay. Note, these can only be used in singular as well as in plural. We will see in the exercises. The fourth one is material noun. It is the name of a matter or substance like gold, iron, wood, etc. But remember, there are 3 sources of material noun. And here, most of the students are unable to find out material nouns when they are asked. The sources are nature, animal, plants. So from nature, we used to receive water, air, iron, copper, sand, etc. From animals, the material nouns we receive egg, meat, honey, milk, leather, wool, etc. And from the plants, we receive cotton, food, oil, jute, coffee, medicine, tea, rubber, perfume, etc. So all these are material noun. Remember, no article is used before material noun, except some special cases. For example, these are 2 sentences. The iron is a strong metal. The second one is iron imported from China is of poor quality. Now in the first sentence, the is wrong. Iron is a strong metal. And in the second sentence, the is right. because we are just talking about a specific metal, what we receive or what we import from China. The final one is abstract noun, and it is simply the name of any quality like honesty, bravery, kindness. It is anything that is in a state of life, for example, boyhood, youth, old, childhood, etc. Or any action it is, for example, laughter, choice. Remember that these are mostly used in singular form. Except all these, there are some nouns which have one meaning in singular but different in plural, and you must learn them because most of the sentences are asked from this area. These are work and works. These two are different words. Custom and customs, manner and manners, air, airs, return, returns, force, forces, quarter, quarters, thank, thanks, regard, regards, advice, advices, information, informations. So all these words in singular they have a different meaning and in plural they have different meaning. So be careful about them. Talking about genders, there are 4 genders: masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender and neuter gender. Now, let us come to the main point. Now, noun patterns and uses. Okay, let us see some of the sentences on the screen. He saw an annal in the library. Manish scored only an innings in the match. Our professor of English does not use a spectacle. Ram has only trouser, not shirt. He went through content of the letter. The culprit was put to the gallows. So what are the mistakes in these sentences? Well, remember, some nouns seems to be plural but are used in singular form only. And these are scissors, thanks, annals, gallows, assets, contents, wages, innings, trouser, spectacle, news, etc. So the correct sentences are these. Now look at these sentences. Remember, some collective nouns which seems to be singular in form are always used as plural, and these are plural nouns like cattle, progeny, artillery, poultry, public, police, gentry, offspring, people as common noun, clergy, infantry, etc. Now these are the correct sentences. Following are some nouns which have their singular and plural meaning alike, provided that they are used after numerals like thousand, score, deer, fish, pair, apparatus, dozen, sheep, yoke. These are the sentences, look at them. Here the plural is not to be used. Okay? The correct sentences are these. Remember, some nouns are used in singular forms only. Scenery, poetry, furniture, advice, hair, information, mischief, wastage, breakage, research, jewelry, luggage, bread, etc. Now look at these sentences. These are the correct sentences. Now, spotting the errors in the uses of noun. Now, these are sentences in front of you. Try to analyze them and then I will tell you what are the errors in these sentences. In the first sentence, what you see? The trust is working for blinds. Now the word blind and blinds, these are two different words. Blind means anything who is impaired, okay, who cannot see. And blinds stands for car blinds, okay, shade. So the sentence should be the trust is working for the blind, not blinds. Blinds is something different. Second, today I have urgent work at my native place. In this sentence, urgent, work. Work is countable and uncountable both. But if you are talking about one, in sense of one, then you are to use an urgent piece of work. Today, I have an urgent piece of work at my native place. And if you think that you are considering it as uncountable, then you can say, today I have much work at my native place. Both sentences are right. Third sentence, my friend gave me many advices. Now the same problem is there. Advice and advices, these are two different words. So here must be advice. Okay, and many. Advice is always singular, okay, as counsel. So you are to use many pieces of advice. My friend gave me many pieces of advice. There are many deers in the jungle. Now deer is itself singular, so it must be deer. There are many deer in the jungle. The vermins are harmful to the plants. Now vermin is a word. There is no word vermins. So the plural is wrong. It must be the vermin are harmful to the plants is the correct sentence. He finds fault with others. Now, fault is used as singular. Okay, so he finds fault with others is the right sentence. Kindly put your sign here. Sign is wrong. It must be replaced by signature. Ramesh is my cousin brother. Brother is wrong here. Ramesh is my cousin is right. The geologists don't know the reason of earthquake. Now here reason and cause, these are two different words. Cause has an effect. Reason has no effect. So the correct sentence is the geologists don't know the cause of earthquake. Now the another sentence, she is a bachelor. Bachelor is used for male, okay? So it must be bachelorette or in spinster is the right word here, okay? You can use bachelorette or spinster, both are right. Another sentence, I have to attend too many works. Now already I have told that work is always singular, okay? Because work means assignment and works means small factories or literary works, okay? So I have to attend many pieces of work. That is the right sentence. He sits in the center of the room. Now there is no center in the room. In room we have middle. So he sits in the middle of the room is the correct sentence. Media is showing fake news. Media is plural. The singular of media is medium. So media are showing fake news is the correct expression. Tell me the matter in detail is the right sentence. Details is wrong. Always keep your word is the right sentence because word and words are different. Pay my regard to your father. Now when you are going to give any wish, okay, in form of that regard must be regards. So pay my regards to your father is the correct expression. Now let's take some more sentences which were asked in different entrance examinations. Let us see the very first one. Would you please let me know what is the criteria of getting a job in this company? Now the sentence seems to be correct except part C. Note, you can say the sentence as what are the criteria or what is the criterion. So we would use plural verb for the word criteria, and if we are using criterion, then we will use singular verb. So say the sentence as, would you please let me know what is the criterion of getting a job in this company? Or would you please let me know what are the criteria of getting a job in this company? Now let's the second one. It is also tricky. No matter how adverse the situation is, you must not stop your study. Now in the sentence has error in part D, where the word study is written. Study includes many things, okay, many assignments. So the word is used always in plural. So say this sentence like, no matter how adverse the situation is, you must not stop your studies. The third sentence you see, what would you like to say if one asks you anything about Indian force? Now, the word force in the last part, in the D part, it is wrong. We cannot use force here because we are talking about Indian army, okay, soldiers. So force means power. It is a power simply, but forces means army. Here we are talking about Indian army. So say this sentence, what would you like to say if one asks you anything about Indian forces? Right now I can't talk to you anymore because I have an urgent work to finish, which I was supposed to finish only the day before yesterday. Now the sentence is long, but you have already read that the word work, okay, urgent work is wrong here. We can say the sentence urgent piece of work will be used here. So instead of using an urgent work, we have to use an urgent piece of work. And as uncountable noun work, we can say much work. The another sentence on the screen is, she has already given you informations regarding the mishap. However, she didn't care even an iota for it. Information you know already. You have read in the examples previously. Information is singular verb and it is both countable and uncountable. As countable, many bits of information will be used, and as uncountable, much information will be used. Now here are 5 sentences on the screen. Stop the video and analyze the sentences. Let's take the first one. These type of books are very useful to the students preparing for all kinds of entrance examination. Now in this sentence you see that there is a mistake in the first part, part A. There is plural, so the word type should be plural. It must be types. So say this sentence, these types of books are very useful to the students preparing for all kinds of entrance examinations. Now let's see the another sentence. Can you give me at least 5 breads to eat? Because I am so hungry that 1 or 2 won't do at all. Now in the sentence, the noun bread is singular and countable. So pieces is to be used here. Or there is a word loaves which can be used in place of breads. So the sentence can be said as, can you give me at least 5 pieces of bread or 5 loaves to eat, because I am so hungry that 1 or 2 won't do at all. Another sentence is, because of his dishonesty and irregularity, his service have been terminated finally. Now in the sentence, C part is wrong. It is wrong to say service, because service includes many assignments and responsibilities. So it is used in plural sense. So use services in place of service. And say this sentence, because of his dishonesty and irregularity, his services have been terminated finally. Another sentence on the screen is, after a long time I have come to know that Sunny has 2 sister-in-laws. Now I am reading this sentence slow because spontaneously you will find the mistakes easily. Is it right to say sister-in-laws? Well, here the noun is sister, so it can be plural only, not laws. So sister-in-law is the right expression here. You can say the sentence now, after a long time I have come to know that Sunny has 2 sisters-in-law. Another sentence you see, looking at the present scenario, it is obvious that no Sonia but only Indra can think better about the solution of cross-border terrorism. Now here in the sentence, add article and before Indra. Because the word Indra is used to show the strength and quality of Indira Gandhi, the ex-Prime Minister. So say the sentence, looking at the present scenario, it is obvious that no Sonia but only an Indra can think better about the solution of cross-border terrorism. Now here are 5 more sentences on the screen. Let us take the first one. She was greeted by all passerbys near Ghaziabad metro station yesterday. Now in the sentence part, B is wrong. Passerbys. Passerbys is wrong because the noun is passer and it can only be plural. So it is right to say passers-by. She was greeted by all passers-by near Ghaziabad metro station yesterday. Let's see the another sentence. One of my students doesn't pay much attention to home assignments he receives every day. Now in this sentence, the mistake is in the first part. The expression one of always requires plural noun after it. So it should be one of my students, not a student. It must be plural. Students must be plural. Let's see the another sentence. Today most of the people in India live in houses made of bricks, but earlier it was not like that. In the sentence, the word bricks in the part C is wrong. In English expression, it is used as singular, and that is brick. So say this sentence, today most of the people in India live in house made of brick, but earlier it was not like that. Another sentence you see on the screen is, will you please let me know what is the criteria of getting a car booked online? The same sentence, you know, criteria and criterion. So criteria is to be replaced by criterion. So say this sentence, would you please let me know what is the criterion of getting a car booked online? In the another sentence you see, the police has arrested him, so we are going to police station. There is an error in part A, as the noun police is used as plural. So use police have arrested him, so we are going to police station. Here are some more sentences on the screen. Stop the video and analyze. Well, let's take the first one. I visited Ram's and Mansi's home and found that the couple was not there. The error is in part B in the sentence. The sentence is referring to one home of a couple. So erase apostrophe from the first one and say the sentence, I visited Ram and Mansi's home and found that the couple was not there. Let's take the another sentence. It is also interesting one. She has gone through the several plays of Marlowe's, who is said to have influenced Shakespeare in many ways. Now in this sentence there is a mistake in part B. Use of double possessive. We never use double possessives. So one is of and the another is apostrophe. So erase apostrophe from Marlowe and say the sentence, she has gone through the several plays of Marlowe, who is said to have influenced Shakespeare in many ways. Now let's see the another sentence. You are among those men who earned name and fame not by chance, but by hard work. Now in this sentence, part B is mistaken. Those is a plural adjective and will be followed by plural noun. So say the sentence, you are among those men, M-E-N, not M-A-N, M-E-N, who earned name and fame not by chance, but by hard work. Now let's take the another sentence. Pakistan's problems are also as serious as those of India. There is an error in the sentence in part D. It is called comparison mistake. In the sentence, there is a comparison between the problems of Pakistan and the problems of India. So apostrophe S should be used with the noun India. Now say the sentence, Pakistan's problems are also as serious as those of India's. Now let's take the final sentence of the session. The population of India is divided into two classes, haves and haves not. Now here is the error in part C. Have nots is a coined word, which means deprived class. Now the correct sentence is, the population of India is divided into two classes, haves and have-nots. So it is not haves not, it is have-nots is the right word here. So it is all about noun. We have completed noun mistakes and we have seen how nouns are to be used in a sentence and how to detect noun related mistakes. We will take the another important parts of speech in the another lecture. Thank you.